So people use the word transcendence in different ways, and some of those ways I'm quite uncomfortable with. People will talk about transcendental meditation, which is the idea that you're trying to have a technique that will take you into a higher level of existence, take you outside yourself. Because the word transcendence actually comes from the words trans, beyond, and the other bit comes from a word that means to climb. So if that's what people mean, that it's a human effort to climb beyond the mundane existence that we live in this world to something higher, I think that can be dangerous. And the reason I think it can be dangerous is that there is something beyond this world, and that is the spiritual reality. So if by transcendence people mean that in our experience as human beings, we experience some things that don't make sense just on a basic materialistic, naturalistic explanation of things. So materialism, nothing exists except physical matter. Naturalism, the only thing that exists is nature with its regular operations, which is also in the physical world. Then I think that's true. We do experience things that don't fit with that. So we experience beauty, we experience wonder, we experience that sense of awe when we see a sunrise or when a baby is born. We experience a unique kind of grief when someone we love dies. I talk often about three things that are uniquely human that I think are pointers to something beyond ourselves. And those are blushing. So we blush when we get embarrassed. No other species does that. And that's because we have this unique awareness of shame and of guilt that no other species has, which points to morality. That's uniquely human. We weep. So other species can create tears if something gets in their eye, but human beings weep. We cry when we see other people suffering, even people on the other side of the world on our TV screen. So we have a unique potential for compassion in relationship to others. And then we faint. We're the only species that faints. And we faint whenever we're overcome with fear. So human beings have a unique kind of fear, which doesn't make any sense from a naturalistic evolutionary perspective. The worst thing you can do if you're threatened is to lose consciousness. But I think because humans have a unique fear of death and a unique awareness of death, all of those things I think are pointing beyond the naturalistic experience of things. They're pointing to the fact that there is right and wrong and morality. They're pointing to the fact that there is a heart of compassion beyond the human heart. We need love, and we're able to love because we have a loving creator. We also are afraid of death because we know that death is not the end. So instinctively, it seems God has written these things, I believe, on our hearts. Eternity is written on our hearts, as one book in the Bible puts it. And we have these little glimpses, these signposts to transcendence that can wake us up and think there is more than just what's going on in this world. Where does that come from? And what's the best explanation for that? I think the best, in fact, the only explanation is that they come from a creator who made us for more. So I'm happy with transcendence if people by that mean that these are pointers to a God who is above us, a higher justice, a higher love, a higher life that is beyond the grave. I'm worried about transcendence if people think we can climb our way to that, but I don't think we have to because God invites us to know him through Jesus Christ.